on Christmas Eve and day. Purchase your tickets online today at christmaslightsinlincoln.com and get ready to experience a drive-through light show like you've never seen before.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
This holiday season, grab the gift that everyone is hoping to open on Christmas morning and savor for as long as possible. Fruitcake from Beatrice Bakery. Beatrice Bakery offers their traditional fruitcake, their signature liqueur cakes infused with rum, brandy, or other liqueurs, and now Beatrice Bakery has nut-free options. Visit grandmasbakeshop.com to place your order now. They'll ship anywhere in the world. Happy holidays from Beatrice Bakery.
This holiday season, give the gift of good taste with a gift card from Valentino's. During double discount days, double your discount from $5 to $10 free with a $50 gift card purchase. Valentino's handcrafted pizza has been a family favorite for generations, and our gift cards make the perfect holiday gift. And right now, during gift card double discount days, when you buy $50 in gift cards, get a $10 gift card free. Happy holidays from Valentino's.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Husker fans, it's time to make a difference. From December 16th to the 20th, every Husker fan has the chance to drive the success of Nebraska athletics through NIL. Whether it's $10, $1,000, or more, your contribution counts. And football fans, don't miss the chance to double your impact. Every gift to Husker football will be matched dollar for dollar up to $250,000. So visit 1890nebraska.com or text NEB-NIL to 801-801 to contribute today. Together, we win.
Coming at you live from the 93.7 The Ticket studio, from the heart of Lincoln, America. Expanding awareness about the TeamMates program and the ever-growing need for mentors. This is TeamMates Timeout with TeamMates CEO Des Moines Adams and Marketing and Communications Manager Ashton Honor.
Well, welcome to another live stream TeamMates Timeout with DeMo and Ash. My name is DeMo, Des Moines Adams. We have Ashton Honor, who goes by Ash, in the house. And when I say we have a very special guest, when we talk about teammates mentoring, we're going to go back. I mean, we have an OG here. We're going to get to him here in a little bit. And you have experience with the mic, so make sure that you get
Definitely.
close to the mic. Yep.
I got you.
He has experience on the mic. But, let's kind of talk breaking news, Ash. The Huskers.
Ooh, that volleyball team, Final Four.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wow. I mean, 3 sets.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Wisconsin.
3 times.
3 times. That's a big deal.
Right.
And then Thursday night, we've got Penn State. And if we recall, they're one of our few losses that we had this year. So the Final Four's in Louisville. So shout out to former Husker Danny Busboom Kelly, who took her Cardinals to the Final Four, who they're playing Pittsburgh first. So we've got the late match on Thursday. Okay. So
yeah, and for this to be in Louisville, of course, they got the fan base right in their backyard.
Yeah.
But I know we're gonna have that Husker red driving down, and so shout out to Coach Cook and just to all of the women volleyball players. You're doing your thing. Hey, and go Big Red, December 28th. In New York City. I won't be going. It's too cold for me.
Oh, come on.
It's too cold, but I will be watching it, eating some warm queso, chip and dip. It's hard to believe we're at the holiday season point.
Yeah.
And with New Year's Christmas Eve coming up. This is officially our last live show, but I'm excited about our special guest.
Till the end of the year.
Until the end of the year. That's
It's like,
right.
hold on.
Yeah,
We still
yeah,
have like
sorry.
9 more months to go.
Yeah. But, before I have Ashton to introduce our special guest, just as a recap, last week, what was very unique about our special guest, Coach Carson, head coach for the Battle Creek football team. He's also head coach for track.
Boys track and field.
And he's a referee. But what made him so unique is that he's a mentor. And so we spent some time talking about this need for more male mentors, because we have a lot of young men that would love to be a part of Teammates, but we don't have enough males stepping up. And he did an incredible job of talking about why he signed up and this whole fear that men have when it comes to being mentors. He spoke the language of a coach. I love how he looked directly at the cameras.
He did.
And everything that we've been talking about, it came out of from the ripple effect when it comes to hope, when it comes to everything that we have been talking about since day one. Talk about a mentor that demonstrates our core values and our mission.
To the epitome. He's the epitome of what we want our mentors to look like and speak, and just the way he spoke, not only to those male mentors, but just our audience as a whole. And just the importance of, we ask a lot of our guests, like, well, what would your piece of advice be? Just do it. Just do it. You're helping young people to positively impact the world by inspiring those students to reach their full potential through mentoring. And I thought Andrew did a great job. Just kind of like, you could tell he's a coach.
Yeah.
Like totally was breaking it down like those X's and O's. So it was awesome to have him on here. And again, all of our guests that we've been bringing on, like these are very busy people.
Yeah.
And so if they can find the time to mentor, so can you.
And, I'm a little biased with this special guest because I don't want to say anything wrong. I don't want to get him laughing. He gets me laughing, and so, but we're going to have some fun. But I'm going to let you, Ash, do the honor of introducing one of our OGs with Teammates Mentor.
Yes. So by OG, we're going to tell the story a little bit. So Teammates Mentoring was founded in 1991 by Coach Osborne and his wife, Nancy. And we always remind everyone, a lot of people think this was like Coach's idea. Well, backtrack here. It was Nancy's idea, and told Coach that they were going to utilize this platform to create this amazing program for students. And so in 1991, Coach asked his football team at the time, who would like to volunteer to mentor 7th and 8th grade students in the Lincoln Public School system. 22 hands went up. And then with us today, we have one of those 22 original mentees, Mr. Eddie Brown. Welcome.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for having me.
We're so excited to have you and just kind of pick your brain about being a part of that original mentee class, which I'm like, I can't believe we have a real, like one of the original 22 here with us today.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, all grown up now. Looking
gray
sharp.
Yeah.
Well, we are excited to have you, and we just want to for everyone that's watching, everyone that's hearing, you are the story. We talk about the teammate story, but to have the story with us, we're excited to hear from you. And so we got lots of things, and I'm just going to start off by just saying, started with 22 middle school boys in Lincoln Public Schools. You were one of those boys.
Indeed.
What inspired you to get involved with this brand new program in 1991 called Teammates Mentor?
First and foremost, thanks for having me. Greatly appreciate it. And the work you all are continuing to do for our amazing program, Teammates Mentoring Program. So shout out to DeMo and Ash for all you do in your team, because it's obviously not just you two. There's a whole troop behind them. But thank you. Shout out to Coach Osborne and the lovely Nancy Osborne and his family, their family as well. So with that said, it is a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to be selected in that inaugural class back in 1991. To answer your question, what made me decide to get involved? Let's see. My mother had just relocated us back to Lincoln from Detroit, Michigan. We're from Chicago, and then moved to Lincoln for 7 years, and we moved to Detroit for 5 years. and that was way too much of a challenge to raise 5 children on your own after divorce in Detroit, Michigan. So moved 3 boys and 2 girls back to Lincoln. I was going to Goodrich Middle School, 14th and Superior. Shout out to the Olympians. They're no longer called the Olympians, but that's neither here nor there. And yeah, I had 2 middle school and high school age brothers at home, and I'm the youngest of the 5, and 2 middle school and high school age girls at home. And at the end of the day, my mother needed all the resources that she could get from the Lincoln community to help raise her 5 children. And so, as the adage says, it takes a village, and Teammates became my village. Aside from that, Coach Osborne and Nancy Osborne say they want to put their mind and heart and dollars to something. I mean, what kid in Nebraska doesn't want to be a part of that? So yeah, both my hands went up along with 21 other kids. But actually, we had to be nominated by our guidance counselors at the time, and so they selected 2 boys from each of the middle schools at that time. And so yeah. So my guidance counselors, I have to give credit to them. That was Miss Rao and Miss Annie Stokes. And I know them by name because they knew me by name. And so did Dr. Barenbaum, the principal. Because at the end of the day, you know, I was a great kid, school-wise, always on the honor roll. And but I was definitely the class clown, and was definitely in multiple fights. You know, weren't a lot of kids of color at that time. And so unfortunately, that word got used quite a bit back in the day. And we fought often. I fought often. And so the principal, I got suspended a lot as a kid to the brass tacks. Got suspended a lot. I was on student council, swing choir, cross country track, you name it. But I was in school suspension, out of school suspension regularly. And so when the program came about, for us to have a mentor with one of the college great football players of the Nebraska University football Cornhusker players, yeah, that was awesome. So that's how I got involved, and we got to meet with those athletes multiple times throughout the school year, including we'd go down to the Irving Rec Center and play ping pong, shoot billiards. We got to go to the football games and sit right behind the bench or stand right behind the bench back in the day. That was awesome. So that's how it all came about. But it definitely changed my life, and we'll talk more about that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's way back in the day, because since then, everything is at the school.
Right.
All communication is at the school.
You're not leaving school.
Any shooting hoops or eating pizza, it is in the cafeteria.
And that's it.
Yeah. But, you know, thank you for kind of sharing, you know, the potential that you had, but yet, you know, just some of the other factors that, you know, as I always say, choices either give you chances or they give you consequences.
Facts.
So what would life look like without Teammates mentoring for you?
That is a good one. I've thought about it a couple times. First and foremost, I'd have to say I'm certain I still would have went to college and graduated, because my mom passed away going on 6 years here in February. But through divorce and then raising 5 kids here in Lincoln, she still had enough in herself to know that getting a college degree was going to be a value add. And so she got a degree here a few blocks away at the University of Nebraska, broadcast journalism. And so she's always been my hero as a result. If she could do it with 5 kids, if I just keep my grades up, it's going to happen for me as well. So I definitely know I still would have went to college and graduated, likely some scholarships along the way as I was on the honor roll up until freshman year at the University of Nebraska, but we don't have to get into that. But my point with that is, how was college going to be paid for? Likely would have been much different. And the path and the choices that I've made then and current day, some 30 plus years later, likely also would have been much different. And so first and foremost, Coach Osborne and Nancy said, it is their vision and passion for us to go to college. And they will pay for it themselves if there's not funding from sponsors and donors. And so the moment they told us that, literally all I had to do is stay the course. stop getting into fights, find another way, use this mouth and this mind to get yourself away from that situation, but stay the path, and you're going to college. And so that the fact that these two people that were known for a whole lot of great things in our community cared enough about me to make that commitment. I, in return, made that commitment to them and said, yeah, I'm going to college and I'm going to get that degree paid for by you two. Thank you very much. So college would have been paid for some other way, grants, loans, and some scholarship, but I had a full ride scholarship.
Nice.
And so my mom would always say, embarrassingly, yeah, but one of those 22 boys would have the gall to say, what if we don't want to go to the University of Nebraska, coach? Yeah, that was also me. Because you have to understand, I was raised mostly in Lincoln. I love Lincoln, Nebraska. It is my home. But growing up and some of the experiences as a young boy of color in this town weren't that great. Let's keep it 100. And I also had lived many summers in Chicago with my grandmother and lived 5 years in Detroit. So I definitely wanted to get as far as I could away from Lincoln. And so I asked Coach Osborne that question, and he thought about it and looked at me and said, well, where would you like to go? I said, Michigan State.
Yeah.
And Coach Osborne says, we will pay for you to go to Michigan State if you get accepted or when you get accepted. And we will pay the same dollar for dollar that we would have paid for you to go to Nebraska.
That's smart.
A businessman.
That is smart.
So ultimately I went to Nebraska because that out-of-state tuition.
Yeah. Eddie, who was your mentee?
Yeah. So the
Or,
first,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
mentor.
the first one was the first one was a guy, you might not have heard of him, star running back Derek, and he had an amazing last name, like best last name ever, Derek Brown. And so you see what I did there. So I was paired with DB, and he was the running back for the team at the time. And then after a couple years with Derek, I think he graduated likely and moved on, and I had Dwayne Harris, which is also a great guy as well. So Derek Brown and Dwayne Harris were my first two mentors.
Awesome.
Mhm.
So throughout the program, you were in it from 7th grade all the way through 12th grade, correct?
Yeah, and then I went through college as well. So throughout high school, it was Derek Brown, and middle school and high school was Derek Brown and Dwayne Harris. And then I got to college, and at college time, that would have been 95 through 2000. They opened it up to the community. I think that was 97 to be exact. And Coach Osborne went to his church and asked for volunteers to be mentors, and it went community wide. And then I got the late great Dr. Mike Neal, who at the time was the former superintendent of schools at Grand Island Public Schools. And then he moved to Lincoln, where his wife, Patty, was a teacher for 25 years. And Mike was a motivational speaker. And Mike was my mentor for the next 5 to 7 years.
So this has been a lifelong mentorship program for you.
Indeed.
And then you yourself turned into a mentor as well.
Yes, of course. So the program's given so much to me that you have to give back to the program. That's why I sit on boards to this day, and so many programs have helped my family and my mother's family. So it's definitely I'm in debt forever to give back to the Lincoln community, and specifically the TeamMates mentoring program. So I've mentored 5 or 6 young men over the last 20 years, and couple moments in life, we go through chapters of life where you got to step back and pull out. So I took a couple chapters and pulled out of most things. And so I'm not active at the moment. However, I have an active application.
Oh, okay.
And I have training on Friday,
Okay.
and I will be paired with a young man in Lincoln for next semester. There you go.
I'm hoping elementary.
Yeah, that would be a great fit. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because there's definitely a need with our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, and when you start young, their relationship is strong in middle school, because middle school is tough, and then through high school. Eddie,
Yes, sir.
to fast forward, I mean, talk about not only reaching your full potential by graduating, but using your full potential, even though you have to take a break, which some mentors do, and you're about to become a mentor again, you still continue to support teammates. We'll get to the financial part later, but just in terms of using your role to be a role model by supporting our chapters, helping chapters like Norfolk, Scottsbluff, all the way up to Randolph, Nebraska, to recruit mentors. You and your Forward 2 band came to our annual conference and just helped 300 plus program coordinators, board members. I mean, just celebrate teammates. You still continue to support our efforts to this day. So I guess my question to you is, I know it has served you well, but now you're serving the program. Tell us why. Why is that important?
It's important because it was made here in Nebraska, because there are Nebraskans who care. So it's my responsibility to give back when I can.
And like I say, to this day, I appreciate everything that you do, what you stand for, just the respect that you still have for co-founders Tom and Nancy. I've seen you interact with your former mentors, by the way, and it's just love. I mean, like, from what started with just a mentor-mentee relationship turned into a relationship, and just everything that you're doing. And apologize if I hit a chord, but people that are hearing this, people that are seeing this right now, they need to see and hear your heart, because we have young men and young women that will love to be a part of this team, to be impacted, to be influenced, to reach their full potential, and hopefully to be able to give back in an impactful way. But we don't have enough mentors.
Certainly.
So what would you say to the people that are watching and are listening that are using the excuse that they don't have the time, that they're afraid? What would you say to them?
What I would say is, it is an excuse, because, as my mother would say, you make time for what's important to you. She generally uses that reference as it relates to going to church regularly. You made time for everything else out there in the streets. You're going to make time to go be with God. Yes, ma'am. And so, if it's important to you, then you'll make time for it, period. Because I guess I'd ask this to everyone listening and watching. Raise your hand if you have an active subscription with that subscriber that you pay to watch movies and series on that we binge watch. You know the name. It's got similar colors to this great booth here, this room here in our university. If you have an account with that program or that business, that matters to you. And we spend hours on hours binge watching. That is a phrase because that's what we're doing. Watching hours go away on the latest series or movies. You can take 1 hour a week of your time to go to a school in your community to make a difference in a child's life. It is absolutely absurd that there are hundreds and thousands of kids on a waiting list asking for us as adults to come give 1 hour a week to help them to help be an impact of them making great decisions in their life and future forward. Absolutely absurd.
And, there are many ways to help, and we're going to get to other ways that people can get involved. Appreciate you for just helping us articulate why mentoring matters. Why does it matter? Because our students matter. And we have students that they don't need a mentor. They want a mentor. And so for those that are listening, this is Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash. We are not calling you out. We are calling you up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 5.
Empower a child today with the TeamMates mentoring program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the TeamMates mentoring program today.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Wellman Plumbing at 402-434-2400 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-434-2400.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in December, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep the clubs out year-round. Book your holiday parties at Double Eagle Golf and make plans to join them for a New Year's Eve party. Gift cards make a great stocking stuffer for Christmas, and don't forget to look ahead to 2025 as spring leagues begin in February. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
New year, new you? Barrel's Extreme Body Shaping can help make sure you keep that resolution this time. Our proven system combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition, along with our expert coaching to make sure you're moving forward toward your goals. The next 10-week challenge starts January 11th, but if you enroll now, you can start today and get a head start on those gains for no extra cost. Plus, head to fxblincoln.com and you can save $100. Don't wait. Barrel's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly cloudy skies and light winds, and high around 46. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies with a light breeze and a low around 23. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with light winds and a high near 38. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This holiday season, grab the gift that everyone is hoping to open on Christmas morning and savor for as long as possible. Fruitcake from Beatrice Bakery. Beatrice Bakery offers their traditional fruitcake, their signature liqueur cakes infused with rum, brandy, or other liqueurs, and now Beatrice Bakery has nut-free options. Visit grandmasbakeshop.com to place your order now. They'll ship anywhere in the world. Happy holidays from Beatrice Bakery.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and with me on the line is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, it's been a while since we talked. Hey, what's the latest news at Honda of Lincoln?
It has been a while, Charlie. I hope you're doing well. Happy Honda Days is in full swing, and we have over 200 new Hondas in stock right now, ready for our customers to drive home.
Wow, that's the most you've had in a long time.
It is, Charlie. And we have great lease offers and financing from just 0.9% APR.
Hey, Andy, let me tell them about the pre-owned. They have over 125 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, with financing from 3.9% APR available. Incredible deals on new and used during Happy Honda Days, or if you need tires on your current vehicle, Honda of Lincoln is your best choice. Maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
It happens. All of a sudden, you need a plumber. Just call Bryant, 467-1111. Problem solved with Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Husker fans, it's time to make a difference. From December 16th to the 20th, every Husker fan has the chance to drive the success of Nebraska athletics through NIL. Whether it's $10, $1,000, or more, your contribution counts. And football fans, don't miss the chance to double your impact. Every gift to Husker football will be matched dollar for dollar up to $250,000. So visit 1890nebraska.com or text NEB-NIL to 801-801 to contribute today. Together, we win.
Back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket. We are in the thick of a great conversation with one of the original 22 Teammates mentees, Mr. Eddie Brown. Again, Eddie, thank you so much for being here with us this evening.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it. We're going to dive right back into this convo. I have a couple questions before I turn it back over to DeMo here. What are you most proud of about this organization that has sustained itself for 33 years?
Yeah, again, thank you for having me. I'm most proud to see the program grow from 22 boys to including both boys and girls, and has grown to 40,000 plus youth, I believe the number is, and counting. Is that correct?
49,000.
49,000, about to eclipse the 50 mark. So that's amazing. 22 to 49,000. In addition to growing well past the state of Nebraska. I'm not going to quote how many counties we're in, or if we're in every county. I'll let them speak to that later. But we are past the borders of Nebraska, and we're in 4 other states. And so I know at the period of time that I had the pleasure of working for Teammates, there were some inquiries to go as far as Arizona. I think those were turned down, but the states that we're in are pretty much Midwest at the moment. And so the fact that we've grown that much is huge. It doesn't come if it's not working. And so it's definitely working. And we want to we want to be in every community in Nebraska, and we want to continue to grow past the 5 states that we're in currently.
I don't think we could have said it any better than that, DeMo.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, because we aren't growing if it's not working. So, whatever Tom, Nancy, and all of the folks that have been involved with this organization, what they have done, how they have contributed, has us here today. And, for you to see that, to witness that as a former mentee and a mentor, it's huge.
Eddie, what did your mentors model to you that you are still doing today?
We'll start with the late great Mike Neal. He was a motivational speaker and the superintendent of schools, as I shared, but he also was a seminar leader for that planner, that physical planner that we used to carry. I still carry that planner.
I have a physical planner as well.
As a result, still working on my time management. Lord knows, anyone who knows me knows I'm still working on my time management. So pray for me. But that said, I still carry my day planner because of Franklin planner, because of Dr. Mike Neal. Mike came from very humble beginnings, the Ohio area, and worked his way up, a blue collar family, worked his way all the way up, and said he wanted to go to Harvard. And Dr. Mike Neal went to Harvard. And his wife, Patty, is still in central Nebraska and has been a teacher here in Lincoln for 25 years. But what they taught me was to just give it your best and believe in yourself. And doors will open. You don't have to have the full plan. You have to have your plan, which is, my motto in life that I started living by 10, 13 years ago, is focus on what you can control. And so their plan, essentially, with that adage, is focus on your studies, focus on school, focus on extracurricular activities, and focus on the relationships that you have in your life. Be present with those people in your life that love you, that are praying for you, that care for you, that are supporting you, and doors will open. So that's probably the biggest lessons that I learned from Mike and Patty Neal. Dwayne and Derek, just they were perfect for me at the time, because while I just had the goal of going to college and knew that my mom did it, I didn't have anyone else in my life at that time that I could say this. They were living that dream for me. And so essentially I was looking at them as the future me at the university I would walk and matriculate through and get a degree from. So I was living vicariously through them in their shoes. And so it was amazing. But what they taught me is, you can do this as well. There's a place for you. Not on the football team. Oh, I used to love going to house parties back in the day here in Lincoln when I was in college, and people's like, "Oh, you play for Nebraska? I'm on scholarship from that guy." Yeah. I am, most definitely. You will not see me on Saturdays.
That is funny. So, you talked about just how some of the advice that your mentors have given you. And I'm assuming we have young men and women that are watching this show, that are listening. And I mean, everything that you're saying is hitting home. January is National Mentor Month. And we always encourage people to take the time to thank their mentor. Since we're not going to be here in January, how would you express your gratitude to your mentors if they're listening right now? Like, what would you say to them to express your gratitude based on the man that you have become today?
The mentees expressing their gratitude to their mentors.
No, you.
Yep.
So,
me express.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm glad I asked for that clarification.
Yeah. So you being a former mentee.
Yes.
If your mentors are watching or listening right
Say
now,
less.
how would you express your gratitude? What would you say to them as a way of thanking them?
It worked. Thank you. What I mean by that is that 1 hour a week worked. We didn't go to movies. We didn't go out to dinner. It worked. They came to my school. We met one-on-one in the safety of the school. They showed up. I could depend on them showing up. They cared about me. They cared about my family. It worked. I think that's one of the biggest, that's the real excuse on why people don't sign up. It's more than the time thing, because we already talked about that Netflix subscription. We have the time. It's about their concern, and they're scared on, well, what can I give to that child? I've got 1, 2, 5 kids of my own. What can I give to another child? I don't have any kids of my own. What can I give to this child? What you're not doing is being a parent. What you're doing is being consistent and someone who cares about a young individual. And we've got that in spades throughout this state. This morning, there looked to be what was a 4 or 5-year-old little girl walking near 27th and Cornhusker Highway. And around 10 women and moms stopped and tried to get this little girl in their care. 30-degree temperature. She was fully dressed for the weather, which is a blessing, and looked like she had her backpack and a little snack pack that had a little small milk and a small cereal. There's a parent or parents who care for this child who likely just don't have a means of transportation and getting her where she needed to get to today. And while you're not going to step into a child like that's life and provide a ride and Uber service, I can promise you that 4 or 5-year-old girl that the police soon thereafter put into their care could use another caring adult in her life for 1 hour a week. So to my mentors, I'm going to tell you thank you, because that 1 hour a week you spent with me from 1991 to 2000, those 19 years, I'm still living the dream of being a teammate's mentor, mentee, and advocate of this amazing program. And it's because of you, Dwayne Harris, Derek Brown, Dr. Mike, and Patty Neal. Thank you. It worked.
Wow, man. We should transcribe that and turn it into a real letter and like actually mail that to them, because it works. And we need more people to hear that mentoring works. It takes time. And I appreciate you for saying we're not asking mentors to be a parent, a tutor, or a counselor. We're simply just asking them to be a positive, caring adult. And it sounds like we have incredible communities with positive, caring adults. We just need for them to go to our website, teammates.org, click that Become a Mentor button, and just fill out the application. Now, for those that maybe don't have the time, there are other ways that they can get involved, because there's another button, EB.
There is another button.
And
funny
it's
you mentioned that.
donate.
Yes.
And, you know, not only have you given your time, you work for Teammates, you support our chapters, but you take the time to support us financially. Now, why is that important for listeners to hear, especially during the season of giving? Well,
It's very important because if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. And what that means is we need your dollars to continue making this program make sense. So please donate at teammates.org. And as little as $500 goes a long way in this program. You can give well above 500, but we would love for you to commit to $500. And even if it takes you making a payment each month for the year to total $500, that is $41.66, just a little bit above that subscription we talked about we all have. And some of us have multiple subscriptions. So please get online at teammates.org, join myself in committing to giving Teammates $500.
Oh, that's why you're saying the number.
Yes, yes, $500. Join me. You will see my donation for $500 for year 2025. And like I said, even if you have to break it down in a monthly payment, do an auto payment to Teammates. But make sure you give $41.66 each month for 2025, which will total $500 or much more than that. Because as DeMo said, this is the giving season. We're getting ready for Christmas. We're getting ready for Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, the New Year, the Chinese New Year. There's some giving that's going to be had. Consider giving to teammates.org. Please, please, please. Thank you.
And, you know, just so everyone knows, here's where your dollars go. $45 supports a background check. So anyone becomes a mentor, you don't have to worry about that. We cover that. $500 is what covers a mentor-mentee match. You know, that helps with the safety. And then $2,000 helps a local program support their annual fees so that they can support our mentor and mentee relationships successfully, sustainably, because we are a winning program. We've been winning for 33 years, almost 50,000 EB, as you said.
Awesome.
Appreciate your gift. And we're going to close that loop again. Thank you so much for your gift.
You're welcome.
Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash. We got one more segment. We'll be back in 5.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through December 17th is 15% off all wine and spirits and 25% off on thermometers. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly cloudy skies and light winds, and high around 46. Tonight, mostly cloudy skies with a light breeze and a low around 23. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return with light winds and a high near 38. Meteorologist Kyle Putker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's all-new Ridge lineup. The Ridge XR, Ridge HVAC, and the Ridge Limited, all built to take on your day with a full factory cab, including heat and AC. Stop by Indian Motorcycle of Lincoln today and rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of December. Save big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft on end-of-the-year specials store-wide at their new 27th and I-80 location.
New year, new you? Barrel's Extreme Body Shaping can help make sure you keep that resolution this time. Our proven system combines kickboxing, strength training, and nutrition, along with our expert coaching to make sure you're moving forward toward your goals. The next 10-week challenge starts January 11th, but if you enroll now, you can start today and get a head start on those gains for no extra cost. Plus, head to fxblincoln.com and you can save $100. Don't wait. Barrel's Extreme Body Shaping at 40th and Yankee Hill and 70th and Vine.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Husker fans, it's time to make a difference. From December 16th to the 20th, every Husker fan has the chance to drive the success of Nebraska athletics through NIL. Whether it's $10, $1,000, or more, your contribution counts. And football fans, don't miss the chance to double your impact. Every gift to Husker football will be matched dollar for dollar up to $250,000. So visit 1890nebraska.com or text NEB NIL to 801-801 to contribute today. Together, we win.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Well, welcome back to Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash. We just finished up an incredible second segment. Former mentee Eddie Brown just made a commitment of making a donation of $500. Right now we're asking people to give the gift of time or a donation. If you go to teammates.org, there's 2 buttons: become a mentor or donate. $45 support a background check, $500 supports a match, $2,000 helps support a local program with their participation fees, and $15,000 will help start a brand new local program. Eddie, you are calling people up to match your gift, $500. Why is it important for someone to donate to Teammates Mentor?
It's important because just how large the program is, and there you all have staff. Then you have support staff at the schools. You have staff that go into the schools. You have local chapters throughout the state and the other 4 states that you're in. And so at the end of the day, it is thankfully it has turned into a business. It's a nonprofit by all means, but there's a business component to it, and the dollars is what it takes to run this business. So that's why it's important. It doesn't happen without your dollars. And that's the honest truth of it. So we need you to step up and donate. At the end of the day, we know that some of your schedules, it's next to impossible for you to carve out an additional hour a week, every week, for the next 3 years. And so knowing that if you're one of those individuals, we definitely would ask you to carve at least $500 out of your bank account and your budget, and give to this amazing organization.
$500. That's the number. Eddie Brown, if he can do it, make his match. And we would love for you to consider Teammates Mentoring in your year-end giving plans. Ash, you have a question.
I do. Eddie, what is one piece of advice that you would give to folks looking to get involved with the Teammates Mentoring program?
Just like that model for that amazing shoe brand that I'm addicted to, and many of us are. DeMo's wearing them always. Just do it. Just do it. Literally. I mean, what a better slogan. Just like you would just do anything else you're putting your mind to, your heart to, your dreams, your prayers to, just do it. And that's it. You don't have to come up with any other plan other than just commit to making a donation of $500 or more, or commit to the other half of the equation, or both. Come give your time and your resources, which is 1 hour a week. That's it. It's not movies. It's not sleepovers. It's not going to Chuck E. Cheese. It's not an additional parenting role. Meet a student at the school where there is a waiting list. There is a waiting list. You're going to turn on your local news in many communities and see some things happening in the community illegally that involve youth. And you're going to roll your eyes and pat yourself on the back and say how great it is that it's not your kids, until it is. When at the end of the day, it's somebody's kids in your community that has access or reach to your kids, or vice versa. What's my point? You can choose to be a change agent for good and volunteer 1 hour a week to help reach some of these youth so that they don't end up on your evening news for those reasons that we are turning our nose and our eyes to. Just volunteer 1 hour a week. Get these kids off a waiting list, please.
Wow. Eddie, you were once that kid that had potential, and you got in the fights. You got suspended, but yet, because of those positive role models in your life, they helped shape your choices that gave you chances. And here you are. So for those that want to know what happens to our mentees, 33 years later, here is a former mentee who is now a mentor. He is also a donor. He believes in our mission. And we are just very grateful that you raised your hand, or you accepted, because you had to say, I want to be a part of Teammates. And how cool was it to have a football player? But I got to ask, you had a football player as a mentor, but if you played football for the Huskers, what position would Eddie Brown play?
I've actually thought about that once or twice, just once or twice. I didn't play for Nebraska, but I was in the show choir, the Scarlet and Cream Singers. Shout out to the screamers and the singers out there. But had I played football, I definitely would have loved to have been right next to Ralph Brown or DeJuan Gross, playing defense as a safety in the back, intercepting the rock, and then running it for a pick six all day. That said, I think I have some running back skills as well, but 6'1" and as thin as I am, that's probably not a good formula. But safety all day. Throw it up. I'm getting the rock.
Okay.
Put me in, coach.
Speed
today.
Speed, interceptions. Okay. Well, again, go Big Red. Eddie, thanks again for your time, your gift of time, but also your gift of your donation. $500 is what Eddie is calling all of you that are watching and listening to think of Teammates. Also, if you're watching this, we got our annual reports out. So you can also get our fresh annual report on the website. And Ash, I'm going to let you wrap it up.
Yes. Please go to teammates.org, click that button that says become a mentor or to donate. Again, this is Teammates Timeout with DeMo and Ash on 93.7 The Ticket. Join the team, be a mentor.
Empower a child today with the TeamMates mentoring program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the TeamMates mentoring program today.
Slay the holidays this year with a gift that'll really get them going. One that's built to win, like the new Honda CRF-R Motocrosser. One that's built for fun, like a Honda Mini Moto. Or one for each member of the family, like a Honda CRF Trail Bike. At Rod's Power Sports, you'll find the motorcycle, ATV, or side-by-side they'll love. During the Honda Gifts That Go sales event, you can slay the streets in style with a Grom Mini Moto, slay the trails with the CRF 50F, or pile into a Pioneer 1006 Deluxe Crew that can carry 6 elves over the fields and through the woods all year long. This year, don't just give any gift. Give the gift of outdoor adventure with a ride they'll never forget. Don't miss out. Head to Rod's Power Sports in Lincoln, Nebraska during the Honda Gifts That Go sales event. It's your chance to slay the holidays and your gift list. Dealer participation may vary. See dealer for complete program and safety details.
Empower a child today with the TeamMates mentoring program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org.